what it is, baby. Kiss. Shout out to SHEABABYTV, the hottest shit on the internet. Giving flowers, showing love, no hate, no sucky shit.
Dirty.
Yeah. SHEABABY.
Welcome to the VIP section.
SHEABABY, y'all. 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 The vibes. Make sure you go like and subscribe to the channel if you like what's going on, if you like all the hip-hop and the sports news, and you like everything that SHEABABY's bringing to the table. Make sure you like and subscribe. You already know the vibes. SHEABABY.
Yo, Shay, we about to wake these niggas up, man. They sleeping. We about to put them on. And if they ain't ready, they better get ready. Yeah, stirring up the pot, crazy. Stir it up. Tuned in to SHEABABY. Tune in. Twisting up the Zog. Light up. Got me going Zog crazy. Hip hop news, no cap. So don't try and bait. No cap. Trying to get your reels up. Then you know you gotta pay. This ain't your average, bro. Nah. Hating, then you mad at us. Haters. Niche, if they hating, send these haters back to Africa. This is where the shit stops. When I hit my bro Fox. What up, Don Coop, Charles, Pat, Brian. Make the show rock. The whole team. And we talking hip hop. Baby love, salute, baby. Salute, baby. Seek the whole chat room. Drop a comment, paste it. Started from the bottom basement. Headed to the top fast. Tune in and share your thoughts. Talking about it, talk stats. SHEABABYTV, hottest on the net. Let's talk facts. Anything above that. Cloud chasing, fall back. Merch about to drop soon. Pre-order yours now. They can never lock us out. Kicking all the doors down. We coming through. SHEABABYTV, the hottest TV on the airwaves. Lock in. Talking about it. Salute to the whole team. Marcy, Baby Love, Niche, Don Coop, Pat, Brian, No Cap Fox. What it do, y'all? We coming through, y'all.
Yes, sir. SHEABABY. Shout out to everybody in the building pulling up. It is Wednesday morning. We are at, what is it called, Hump Day? We are in the middle of the week. Sexy Harlem, what it is. Yes, the song is fire. Kiss Bars, I see you. Charles, what it do? Yes, sir. SHEABABY. Shout out to Global Currency earlier. I got the hat and I got the cup today. Matching like a mug. SHEABABY. All right, so. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Michelle. Where you been? Shout out to Michelle. Let's roll the house. boo-boo, but we are in the building. It's so good to see Michelle in the building. Now I feel like we really moving. Shout out to Michelle. All right, so today is today. And shout out to YouTube too, the past 2 lives. I don't know what they're gonna do today, but they've been having these lives packed with people. And you know, that's what we wake up every morning to, is get a nice audience and give some news. Yeah. Some nice news, that's it. We don't talk too much shit, but we do talk a little bit. A little bit. So today I'm supposed to be outside interviewing Jim Jones and Maino. So it's funny that we got the show on Maino today. So me and him will talk about the drip. Hopefully, pause, but when he comes today, he's real dripped out, him and Jim. So I can ask them about DJ Akademiks, saying that these niggas look crazy. SHEABABY. King Fire, what it is? Yes, sir. We're in the building. All right, let's start off the show a little bit of stuff on the platform if you haven't seen it. Let's see me and my man Fox outside. Yes, sir, Fox.
Take the time to thank Andre for being a big brother, for believing.
We can see that's proof that he did it. But at the same time, we got to recognize it's a whole lot of people that groomed this nigga and raised him in the industry to be as diabolical as he fucking was, man. He learned this shit on his own. I'm sorry, Andre Harrell. I'm just
That's
saying,
his
bro,
name.
you always had that motherfucking, like, you always had that vibe, bro. You always had the vibe of some other shit behind the scenes, my nigga. And you raised this man. So we ain't gonna act like it wasn't some shit that probably happened to him.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Where you think he came up with the strawberry? What they say, this nigga had flavor, nigga. This nigga had the flavor of booger sugar. This nigga had the grape, strawberry, nigga, pink lemonade. They say that nigga was
crazy.
Goddamn mixing that shit up.
Yo, not the flavors, Fox. Not the flavors. He said Diddy had the flavors in the house. So you walk in the house, you know, you say, Diddy, let me get a watermelon cocaine juice. Diddy, let me get a grape pink cocaine juice. All of that. He had flavors in the refrigerator for these thotties. That's a fact, Fox. There's some more me and Fox work. I think that's it. Yeah, me and Fox, man. Shout out to Fox. Fox is outside, man, doing his thing. All right, so I got up with the Queen of Harlem. I went to the penthouse, sat down, interviewed her. That interview will come out, I think, Christmas Eve. So that was a good interview. Shout out to members only. They gave me a coat and a hat. So they dressed me, and you see your boy got the Timbs on.
SHEABABY.
Yes, so shout out to the Queen. So I'll let y'all know when that interview drops. The interview's crazy. We talked a lot. And I just let y'all know before it comes out. She tells a good story about rolling dice with Dame Dash and Ray for Austin back in the 90s. I can't wait for y'all to see that. All right. Let's move along into the show. We are moving. So this is what's going on outside right now.
We're learning a little bit more about a 31-year-old Mesquite man who was fatally shot while he was driving on the Bay Bridge in San Francisco.
Aaron Jones spoke with his family. She joins us live in Mesquite. Aaron?
Doug and Gilma, Daryl Sinette's family say he touched so many people, not only those here at his high school, but across the country. To his family, he's known as Pooh.
When he was a baby, and my Aunt Tony, his mother, would always just call him Little Pootie Roo.
Daryl Stinnett Jr.'s family says since he was a child, he stood out.
He's very smart. My brother was very
Change Dinner, what's good, my boy?
He really loved music, and everybody can attest to that.
In high school, he started making mixtapes as he got older.
No, Change Dinner. I respect you, my dude. No. Fox comes on once a week on Tuesdays. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I do my own morning shows. Fox comes on Tuesdays. Shout out to Fox. Fox, you are moving. Niche, what it is? Niche, where my breakfast at, Niche? Where my breakfast at, Niche? SHEABABY. Oh, the big drips is in the building this morning? All we missing is Patricia. And we got the big drippers. They are back again. We are reignited again. I love the big drip. The big drip is back. 2 out of 3. Yeah.
Baby.
Patricia will be here soon. Oh, it feels good. What a morning. The big drip is back. No change. We here, man. The morning shows are lit every morning. So let's get back to the news, and we gonna wait till Patricia roll in. Yeah, Charles. The big drips is back.
He started managing and promoting artists, working for DGB Entertainment in Dallas. Nathaniel Young was his good friend and partner.
To know Daryl is to love Daryl. So it's a great loss for all of us.
He says over the years, Stinnett mentored, promoted, and managed hundreds of artists.
A lot of rappers opened up to him or, trusted their career, in his hands.
Monday, Stinnett's family says he was headed home from a gig when he was fatally shot. Driving down the Bay Bridge around 2.
Hold on, Sexy Harlem says she's a big drip too. See, Sexy Harlem, you can't just be a big dripper. I know you probably got water in there, but you can't just be a big dripper. You know what I mean? I tell you, these girls, they pass the test. They go to work with 3 pair of drawers a day. A big dripper, it's not easy living the life of a big dripper. Let me start from there. A big dripper is just, it's uncomfortable for them. But it is what it is. They men, whoever dealing with them is happy. The only one who's happy with a big dripper is they man. The big drippers, they not happy to be big drippers. That shit is annoying all day walking around with dripping all day. You know what I mean?
Shit, baby.
I already know. Let them know, Michelle. You can't just be a big dripper. Big Brian, what it is, my guy. Yes, sir.
Shit, baby.
Not all drippers is good drippers. That is true, Change. But trust me, these 3 drippers, water parks, 100%, Troy. They got water parks, Change. They the good drips.
Shit,
you know
baby.
Okay, these girls are Poland Spring drippers. The drippers that Change is talking about, these are the girls that drip with the, what's the thing outside? The water pumps. They outside with the water pumps in the hood dripping. Nah, this is spring water these girls got, my dude. 100%.
Shit, baby.
Retired Troll, what it is, my dude? Yo, Retired, this is the funny thing. Your name fit you because you came in, me and you, we go way back. You from the mud when it first started. But when you came in trolling, and then you said, nah, I like this platy. And you haven't trolled since. I fucks with you, Retired Troll.
Shit, baby.
I rock with you a lot. All right, let's get back to the smoke, because today is wacky.
30 a.m. California Highway Patrol says someone pulled up next to them and started shooting, then took off. Police still trying to identify the shooter.
We really don't know what's going on.
Stinnett was engaged to be married soon. He had 2 sons, a newborn, and a 10-year-old. Word of his death has spread across the country, many reaching out to his family on social media.
What's keeping me strong is just knowing how many hearts he touched,
What's good, y'all? What's the numbers TV? It's your boy Paul Rowe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and like a video if you appreciate the content that Paul Rowe and What's the Numbers I provided. Today we back on the profile piece. This one is on Little Pooh.
Brian,
in this video
love
we will
you,
talk about
baby.
his early years going to
Always
Texas.
love, my man.
Then we'll speak
Brian
about his
is
choice to
always
become a
on it,
rapper
boys.
and how
That's
that
a
eventually
fact.
led him down the road.
Rock with you, Brian.
Shit, baby.
Multiple artists with their career. After that, the focus will be on the role he played with Dirty Glove Bastard, which started as a blog but ended up turning into a music entertainment company that's been around for years. And finally, we're going to break down the shooting that caused Little Pooh to lose his life on the Bay Bridge in San Francisco, California. Little Pooh, real name Daryl Stinnett Jr., is from Dallas, Texas. Growing up, he grew a likeness for music from a young age and started recording his own music on a boombox in the early 90s. He chose the rap name Little Pooh, which was the name his mother gave him as a kid. In 2002, he started NST, which was short for Northside Team, with his childhood friend, Double A. Throughout high school, Little Pooh made a name for himself by putting out mixtapes. After he graduated in 2005, He took a break from music and began to run the streets a bit, but he returned to rapping in 2008. He started his own label called Bad Guy ENT and released a mixtape titled Call Shots in 2010, followed by a few more mixtapes in the years following that got a little buzz in the Dallas, Texas, and surrounding areas. Although he had a passion for rap, his real connection was with the music business as a whole. Lil Pooh loved the behind-the-scenes aspect of the game and the in and outs of the music business more, and wanted to be a part of it in every way possible. Slowly but surely, Pooh began to fall back once again from rapping as he got deep.
Shout out to my bro Tootie. What's good, my boy? I see you in there. We warming up. Today's a goodie.
To the business side of the rap game. He started working with Dirty Glove Bastard, which was founded by a childhood friend of Pooh's. Dirty Glove Bastard by this time had grew to the point that it now was releasing artist mixtapes through their platform, as well as playing a role in a few different parts of the music industry, like marketing and promotion. Always a good networker, Pooh began to manage a couple different artists. He also began putting together rap shows that ended up growing bigger over time. These things.
All right, we gonna move on from this. This looks like this is gonna drag on, but look, this is a guy who got killed in the hood. I thought I'd let y'all see that the nasty work things is still going on in these streets. So the reason I brought that up is they're asking if the drill music is dead. Drill music been out of here. What they say in Menace to Society, that shit don't get no play up in here. Yes, that's the vibe I'm on.
SHEABABYTV.
No offense, drill rappers. No offense. I just don't got time for the music, man. You know, I don't want to go back, listen to the lyrics, see before I interview a nigga, am I even interview a nigga that smoked my cousin? Am I interviewing a nigga that smoked my cousin? You know what I mean? I don't want to go through that. So the reason I brought that on is that guy was showing that another guy started a record label and he gets killed just because his artist is doing drill music dissing niggas. Now, come on, man. Imagine me being starting a record label because I got a studio behind this wall. And I go get me a young nigga artist and he's doing drill talking about the next nigga and they clap me. And they clap me for the shit. That's why I can't get involved with that, 100%. Change Getter, I see you, my boy. Change Getter said, wait, hold on. Hold on. I got the bag too. Yeah. That's a fact. Change Getter, I respect you, my boy, 100%. All right, let's get into the show. What y'all want? Y'all want Maino, DJ Akademiks first? Or y'all want 50 Cents and Marlon Wayans? They both goodies this morning. Get in them comments.
SHEABABYTV.
It's time to get this popping. Brian, you the one, Brian. If it wasn't for you, they wouldn't be spending no love. They see, Brian, you him. You him, Brian.
SHEABABYTV.
Change Getter said these athletes are going broke. Yo, Change, before we get into the smoke, let's talk about this. Let's leave the best for last. Maino first, 100%. All right, real quick, Michelle, before we get into the Maino. Shout out to Maino, I'm going to be with him tonight. Maino, we rocking out tonight. Pause, 100%. All right, here we go. Athletes, it's not that they going broke, because they are going broke. Because you shouldn't go broke with the money these niggas is making in the league. Sebastian Telfair, we should never be watching this. We saw Sebastian. Matter of fact, let me see if I got the Sebastian Telfair smoke in here still. I think I do. Hold on, let's get to that. I'm glad you brought that up, Change Getter, because we're going to get into everything today. Hold on, let me see if I still got that. Hold on. I heard me say, I said zip to the drip. Let's get to that. You heard me, right? Let's get to that. Let me see if I got it. Nah, I ain't got it. But what I was trying to say is that we saw Sebastian Telfair 2 weeks ago. He went broke. This is a nigga that got one of the biggest contracts in Adidas history. Plus, he was a lottery pick with the Portland Trailblazers. No, or the Minnesota Timberwolves, one of those two. But he was a lottery pick. Now he's back in the projects. It's not that these guys are going broke because the money ain't good. They're going broke because once they feel they're an NBA player, they got to buy Bentleys, mansions, and start getting chicks with fake titties and fake BBLs. That's why they're going broke. That's why they're going broke, my boy. Get her? Fox, what it is. They're going broke because they trying to keep up with each other. Now, I saw a guy, right, on a podcast, right? He said that his first year in the NBA paid for his Bentley. He said he slept on a nigga couch, but he had a Bentley. He said he went to practice and he saw that the whole team had Bentleys, Raris, and Lambos. So with his first check, what'd he do? He went and bought a Bentley. That's the dumbest nigga in the world.
Shit, baby.
See, me, if I get a blessings like that, I don't need a Bentley. See, this is what makes me mad. I see these YouTube niggas, they got, all these YouTube niggas and all these rap niggas, right? Let's start from there. This is why I laugh, and I'm thankful for guys like Go Getter and Brian, Michelle, Patricia, Niche, Fox, everybody spending money, change getter, showing love to me. Because when you show love, donating money to the Platy, this is not for me to get a Bentley or a Ferrari. I don't want those things. These are the things that I'm not in this game for that. I'm not in it for that. So when you give these niggas this money, I see these podcast niggas, these niggas never had none of these toys like that before. My niggas, this is no hate, this is no shade, this is real. And one day I'm a walk around the crib and show y'all. I'm in a mansion. So it's not the money. It's not. I just appreciate that y'all respect the work because I work hard at this. These niggas don't work. They talk shit about each other, jump on the internet, and niggas give them hundreds of dollars and they go get shit they never had. I'm not in this for that, my niggas. At all. You know what's the difference between me and them? I have a smile. I have a smile. I don't need no goddamn Raris and Bentleys and all of this to ride around to feel like I'm somebody. That's what's wrong with these niggas. That's why they go broke, change getter. These niggas don't got a smile. They don't got it. So they hide the shit that they don't really have in them is what it is. A star is a star. You don't need to be riding around the Bentley so a nigga think you somebody. No. Just like when the jewelry guys hit me up. They said, Shay, your business, your work, we want to give you a chain just to promote us. I said, okay, I'll take the chain, but make sure it's the smallest chain you can make. I don't wear jewelry. I'm not a rapper. I like nice things, but I'm not in this for that, my dudes. So I appreciate y'all 100% when you show love. But just know, them other goofy niggas like we gonna get into later on, like the Akademiks niggas, without that mansion and that Rari, he gets no bitches. That's why them niggas going by all of that. I have no problem saying it. That nigga cannot fuck with Shay Baby. You put me and him in a room full of vultures, I'm coming out with all the baddies. Not that nigga.
Shay Baby.
Not that nigga. That's why he gets the Rari. So that's why they go broke, change getter. They go broke trying to keep up with the Joneses. They go broke trying to outshine niggas. Just get you a smile, my nigga. You know? These niggas is getting the Raris and the veneers and think they really doing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's no hate or shade. That's why they going broke, my niggas. Because I don't care what the next nigga pull up next to me again. I tell a nigga straight up, too, at the gas station, like, fire. I ain't the nigga that walk by you like, fuck that nigga. That nigga got the Rari. No, I'm looking at the wing nigga in the Rari. I look at him first. I see he's a goofy. And then I say to him, I look over him being a goofy, and I say, nice car. You know what I mean? It's that simple. It's that simple. It's no hate. Enjoy it. If you like the Rari, get it. But you better not be getting it because you're trying to bag BBLs and these fake models. That's why your ass go broke. Appreciate you, Brian. It's real, though. You know what I mean? It's real. Like I said, I get on these platties, right? I wear merch supporting black-owned businesses. You know, I don't get on here where y'all never seen your man in a European outfit, not one time. First of all, I don't even like the way that shit fits me, my nigga. Look, I got on merch sweats right now. Look, merch sweats right now. Merch. I support black businesses. I support my niggas. And that's what I'm trying to say. Change Getter, you set me off this morning. Don't tell me you gonna be up in here putting batteries in my back, Change Getter. Don't do it to me. Don't have me killing these niggas on this internet, man. I'm trying to be a nice guy. But yeah, don't get me wrong, nice things are nice things, but you gotta have a fetish for these things. You can't just get it because you're trying to be down. You gotta have a fetish. You know what I mean? Like me, a Rari don't fit well with me. You know why? I don't like being tight in cars, and I don't drive fast. What the hell am I doing getting a Rari? For you, ma? So you can ride around the Rari with me and you can say, yeah, my man got a Rari? There's a lot of them niggas out there. Go play with them. Where the little boogers that's willing to get in the truck and chill out? Where the little boogers that want to get in the truck and just chill? Where they at? That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. The ones that ain't mad at getting in the back of the Uber Black because I want to have a drink tonight. Mom, drinking tonight. I'm picking you up in the Uber Black. Where they at? Where are they at? Then in the Rari too, it's real. You all cooped up in the Rari like this, all low. You got the nigga right next to you. He all on top of you. His arm is on your arm on the armrest. You paying $400,000 for that? I like to get in the truck. My arm is on my side. His arm is on his side. He got all the room. Shorty can put her legs up on the dashboard. I say, girl, put them cute feet up on the dashboard for me. You can't do that in the Lambo. Her knees are going to be on her forehead. I want to see the feet when I'm driving. Give me the truck, man. Give me the truck. I like comfortability. Give me the Sprinter. I buy me 5 Sprinters with my company logo on it before I get one Lambo. Just for comfortability. Put the PlayStation in all of them. I got weed in each one of them. I'm jumping in. I'm moving around. I'm loving the Sprinter. Give me the Sprinter all day. 100%. I'm way more of a comfortability man than looking good. Because all them niggas you see in them tight-ass outfits, them niggas is uncomfortable in that Louis. I'm in a Champion and merch. I'm comfortable. I can lay down on the floor and go to sleep right now if I want to. And get up and get the hell out the door. Get up and get out the door. That's a fact. So shout out to the companies with the merch. All right, so they said save the best for last. Let's get into, I guess the best for last would be 50 and Marlon Wayans. So we're going to get into Maino and we're going to get into DJ Akademiks. All right, so Maino first jumped on with this. This was the first one that Maino jumped on. Part 1. Let me see if I got part 1 for y'all. Where's part 1? All right, let's play this one right here.
DJ Akademiks. Hey, buddy. You nasty little animal. How you feeling, brother? Check this out, man.
Greg, what's good,
You think you're
boy?
so smart. You think you're the most intelligent person in the room, my boy. You're so cocky. You're sitting over there with your makeup on and sitting in your basement. Akademiks, the king of the internet. Boy, you ain't nothing but the king of your basement and all those weird little sex toys you got down there. So, here's the thing. First and foremost, I've never been in my entire life accused or locked up, arrested for any sexual anything. Sexual assault, sexual anything, nothing. So you gotta miss me with that one and maybe look a little bit deeper in what you going after. And if you're gonna like post niggas saying old footage of niggas saying foul shit about me, post the documents, nigga. Post the receipts or whatever you talking about. Because you think you're so smart and you're talking about jokes. Nigga, I told you you had an opinion on us, and this was my opinion on you. You called them jokes. You said you was talking about the truth. Well, maybe you just mad that my truth is a little bit more better than yours. Because I don't want to hear nothing about what we wearing, how old we are, rappers becoming podcasters, washed up this. I don't want to hear nothing about none of that. Unless you're going to give us a detailed explanation on why you thought it was cool to have a conversation with a 15-year-old boy about another man fucking him and you pushing him to embrace this gay agenda of yours. Like, until you explain this cringe-worthy phone call, right, on what was the stream, right? Until you embrace that and give us a well-documented explanation. And I don't want to hear no half-ass apology, nigga. I want to understand what the mentality is behind you. Why did you think that was cool? And this is not the first time you said some weird shit about children. So not only do we got to watch you around the women, because you got this distaste and anger towards women, but we got to watch you. We got to watch out for our boys. This is your words. Would you let such and such fuck you? Why not? Who plays like that? No grown man plays like that. That has never been cool. So this is what I'm saying. Until you give us a well-detailed explanation of what was going on in your mind, and we don't want to hear nothing about what you're talking about. We don't want to hear your opinions on us. We don't want to hear your opinions about what we wearing, nigga. We don't want to hear your opinions about anything. You're talking about having these evolved conversations like you the smartest nigga in the room, but you over there talking about having sex with a 17-year-old child. So I want to say this, man. I want to apologize to the mothers and the daughters and the families of the victims of sexual predatory behavior, because we've allowed in our culture, we've allowed niggas like this to persist, to have an opinion. We've allowed it, and I want to apologize to them. I'm sorry. This is crazy. This nigga should have been stepped on you. And that is the absolute truth. Because here's the thing. Somebody said to me, they said, Maino, well, if you knew this about him, well, why did you do shots with him at the concert? And I said, you know what? That's a good question. But the truth of the matter is, I did not know. I don't pay you no mind. I'm not patched into you like that. I'm not into what's going on with niggas. I'm so concerned with my old life and being a washed up nigga that I'm not that patched in. That wasn't that important to me. I didn't even realize that was happening. But you know what happened? Soon as you start running your mouth, all the information started to come in. And I don't give a fuck what you think you posting, boy. What you think you saying, boy. You understand it? None of that shit means nothing. Because until you explain to the world, to the families, the victims, of what type of nasty sexual traditions that you used to having, this ain't cool, nigga. We ain't alike. And let me tell you something about being old since you think that you're so young. In this life, brother, you're going to be an older man longer than you be a younger man. The name of the game is to live, get old, and do what you got to do. Live on. You want to die young? I don't. I'm happy to be here. You don't know me. You don't know what I've been through to get here. You don't understand my life. You don't know what I got going on. You don't know what it is or what it took for me to be here. I'm happy. I wake up every day. And I'm proud. I look myself in the eyes. And I'm proud of who I am as a man. Okay? You talking about kids. You talking about having sex with kids. Well, let me tell you something what I do with kids. I do a lot of giving back to kids. I do a lot for the kids in my community. All the time. Okay? So, again, since you're so smart and everybody else is beneath you, we don't want to hear nothing else about nothing else until you explain to us in detail. 100%. We need to understand. That's it, man. I ain't got nothing else to say. It ain't even, we don't even have to talk no more about this. Just let it go. Let it go.
Nasty! Nasty! Maino killed him. Hold on.
Let it go.
If Max said he wanted to try fucking a dude, would you let him fuck you?
No.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
All right, so the ending part, that was when Akademiks was playing the video game with a little child and he asked him about some craziness. All right, so, we got to let Akademiks defend himself, right? We have to. We got to let him defend himself. Let's see what he says. Now, real quick, before we get into it, let me pause. Let me touch on the little Maino thing first before Maino was talking about. Shout out to Maino too. Tonight I'm gonna interview him tonight, so we're gonna talk about this tonight. But this is real. He's right. You guys allowed the goofies to run and be media in the game. Okay, we know. I'm here now. Smack the shit out of him. He's out the game. SHEABABY's here now. But this is the difference. This is why I tell y'all can't respect a nigga like him. What makes you like TNT at halftime? What makes you like ESPN? What makes you like Prime Videos? What makes you like March Madness? They got niggas commentating that been there. Why do you think I do so well at Clash TV? Clash TV, Akademiks cannot go on Clash TV and be a sports commentator and do what I did. You know why? Because he's never played basketball in his life. He's not an athlete. He don't know about the game enough to do this. So why the hell would y'all make him hip-hop pioneer that knows all about the media when he's never been in the game before? This is a thin-ass nigga with a microphone and a phone. Maino is right. Why would you listen to a nigga how they dress telling you about how niggas dress goofy, right? When you a clown-ass nigga that don't even go to clubs, you're not even outside. You don't stand on corners. You cannot tell us how to dress when you're not even outside. You're a groupie. I know you're shopping off what you see other niggas wearing. You know why you're mad at Maino and Fab and them? Akademiks? Because you're home watching these rap niggas so you could go buy outfits. I don't give a fuck what Maino and Fab is wearing. And them niggas is fresh to death to me. Those niggas is icons to me when it comes to this dressing shit. And that's real. I'm just trying to be honest with you. I can't listen to a nigga tell me anything about the game that's never been in the game. So you say, Shay, you've never been in the game? God, I'm sitting there with plaques behind. I was born into the game, goofies. I was born into the game, goofies. So, like I said, what makes me like TNT at halftime is I'm watching Shaq, I'm watching Chris Webber, I'm watching Jalen Rose, I'm watching Melo, I'm watching Dwayne Wade, I'm watching Steve Nash, I'm watching now they just put Blake Griffin there. Come on. I'm watching niggas tell them about, Shea Gilchrist, he has to shoot mid-range jump shots this second half coming in. He has to come off the screen and roll. He has to take less shots and get more people involved. I respect that convo. I can't listen to a nigga you pull off the streets and telling me, LeBron needs to do pick and rolls in the second half. I can't respect the nigga saying that. I don't even know who you are. I don't even know your caliber of have you ever suited up before? Have you ever played a high school, college game before in your life? Have you ever made a layup? Can you show me a scorebook with your name in it? Please. Let me know. Because I can show you proof. I got articles and trophies all in the trophy room. I can show you. I could show you records with my name on it. Look, vinyl. This is vinyl. Look, my name is on it. Vinyl. This is 99, 2000. So, are we really listening to niggas tell you about the game? Or are we really listening to clown niggas in the basement just talk about people and you guys are miserable listening to niggas talk about niggas because they're haters? Is this what it's really about? Are you the fan sitting there miserable listening to niggas like Act? Because there's one thing I don't do. I don't bash these niggas at all. At all. I leave myself some room to where we can network and talk about it. Because I'm smarter than these niggas, my niggas. And I don't got the machine behind me. These niggas all got machines behind them. And it's real. These niggas is not what they say they is. Maino's right. Why are we listening to academics telling niggas how to dress? Now let's listen to academics defend themselves.
Chat. Fuck it. Why not? Maino, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna take this as a victory lap, brother. I knew the moment I responded to y'all, it would go off the rails. You know why? Add all four of y'all together, the IQ is probably room temperature. Y'all not smart, y'all not witty. It's the reason why y'all, like, with the exception of Fab, y'all really...
I ain't gonna lie. We just getting into it. And I'm hearing how he's talking. And I will talk to Maino about this tonight. I hope they smack the shit out this nigga, man. Word of my mother. He got a lot of nerve to talk like this, man. You are not like that, Ack. You are not like that. You got a lot of nerve to talk about real street niggas like this. You are not like that. And that's for real. And it's not about who he's talking about, because honestly, I'm going to be real with you. No offense to them, but I don't care about no Jim Jones and no Maino at all. They got their business, I got mine. I like what they do, I'll support it. If I don't like it, I won't support it. But what I don't like is when goofy niggas get on the internet and talk about niggas that's a known fact niggas is outside for real, man. But for real, Act, you running your mouth, they gonna see you, my nigga. And we gonna see where that energy is at. Cause your energy is up sitting in that basement. We gonna see where that energy is at when they see you.
Had no significant career in music. Let's be honest. You see, I come with facts, and nothing hurts more than facts. The thing is, and this is why I love talk medium, because when people operate in rap, they get to put out a perception.
Oh yeah, before we go in any further, Michelle, Michelle Boo Boo, I see you sending those gifts. Thank you. I appreciate you. You know, you was one of the first Bryans. I ain't gonna lie. Michelle was the first Brian. I had to tell her to chill. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate you. And you looking good this morning. I see you change that picture up.
That people glamorize. Oh, he's the biggest killer. He got this amount of bodies. He did this. He did that.
Brian.
Every gangster is the Superman of their hood.
See, Brian, if Michelle wasn't married, I would say y'all could be a good couple, man. Y'all probably buy a couple mansions, buy a couple nice cars, buy a couple buildings, rent them out. Y'all be good out there. Michelle and Brian. You see their names is lighting up green. They spending that money. Shout out to them.
Every rapper is he get the most bitches. He's on top. In music, it's easy to put up this bulletproof exterior and allow people to think that you're the coolest, toughest guy possible. The moment y'all get on these mics as podcasters, you expose yourself. This is the reason why. Listen, I keep telling y'all, I listen to Fab music for dumb long. He told me nothing. I listen to Fab now on a podcast. He still tell me nothing. Fab is the sip, laugh a couple times, tell one little.
Oh my God. He just said he listens to Fabulous music and he never told him nothing. Act, you're wrong. Act, you're wrong. Act, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're hating. You are mad and hating. I can't listen to that. Fab is definitely one of them. You're wrong about that, my nigga. I'm sorry. You did the same thing to Jadakiss. You did the same thing to Jadakiss. You are mad at the old niggas. Why? Because in your mid-30s and the YNs ain't feeling you? That's what it is. You're mad that the girls are feeling the old niggas. Damn, women always are the cause of everything, man. You're mad, man. I can't listen to you hates no more, man. I watched Fab come into La Marina and shut it down with all the Spanish mommies. The Dominicans love Fab. What's wrong with you, my nigga? You sound crazy. You sound crazy. Oh, there go Big Drip. There go Big Drip number 3. The Drippers is in here now. The Drippers is in here. There she go, y'all. There go the third member of the Big Drip. Michelle and Patricia. Yeah, look at, I hope I'm saying his name right. Oxy, a.k.a. He's saying shout out to Coco Loso. Come on, man. That's Coco Loso. That nigga crazy. That's wild when I listen to Act talk like this about Fab. Like, okay, look. There's a lot of outfits I don't agree with, too, that Fab wears. But I'm not going to get on the internet and say, Fab's not killing them. Fab been dripping forever. I told you, back in 99, we went to Mitchell & Ness to buy throwbacks in Philly, my nigga. What's wrong with this dude? I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to dripping in hip-hop history in New York, Fab is, if not number 1, top 3, my niggas. If not number 1, top 3. And that's real. Fab been doing this, my niggas. I'm telling you. He's wrong about that act. You bugging.
Joke and get out of there. He don't tell you shit about shit. And by the way, I think that's smart. He ain't telling shit in music. Why the fuck you gonna tell us shit on a podcast? The rest of y'all, though, this is where you give all the content that we always knew. Because all that, everything y'all worked for to create an image, whether it was to create an image of being
Charles, I see you out there lighting up
super
green.
gangster, you a killer, you do this, you get all the bitches. It's gonna completely erode the more you keep talking. So the more Jim Jones and Maino keep talking, you get to realize these tough dudes that seem so cool, they're kind of lame. You're like, what? You're waiting outside a strip club after you spend $10,000 because you thought you were promised pussy? No way. Yeah. Looks kind of bad. Wait, you're the big dick dictator, and you want the girls to whoop you? You want them to call you Tommy? Sounded better on the records, didn't it? It's okay. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, chat. The reason why I said, and you know, a lot of times, I like the Mike Tyson approach. Knock him out in the first round, okay? So last night, I gave a knockout. It's over. It's over. Now, the Tweety Birds is still spinning around Maino head. He don't know it's over. He like one of them niggas like, yo, the game is over. He's still shooting up after everybody done left the gym. He still think it's going on. Now, let's be honest, right? What did I tell y'all? And some people, they were like, nah, man, you kind of acting a little scary. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
See, this is what
I gave these.
This is what I don't like. Let me pause him for a second. What you want, Maino? What you want, Maino to go work at Walmart, my nigga? What you want him to go work at Pathmark, Carvel's, McDonald's? What you want to see a nigga down for that bad act? This is the life he chose, my nigga. Don't you see? If these niggas, LeBron is still playing basketball, right? If LeBron would do another decade if he could. But that's the difference between the music business and athletes. They're not really using their body at all. They're sitting down. Why are you mad? Your fat ass is sitting down doing the same thing. The difference is that where they're at, they kind of deserve it. You don't deserve it. All you did was talk shit about niggas to get to where you at, and you happy with yourself? And you think you accomplished something? Don't you know the hardest thing to do in the industry is make a hit record? That's the hardest thing to do in the industry. You have a better chance of becoming an actor and going to the NBA than getting the actual hit record. Every nigga in that building except Davies done had a hit record. Difference is, Davies comes from another era. He didn't need a hit record to keep going. He was on the show, Wu-Tang. He's good. That's the difference, Act. You mad at niggas, man. Why? Because you know that deep down inside, if you're not beefing with niggas, pause, you're not lit. Your ass been quiet in these reels until you got at it with Maino and got at it with all these rap niggas in the past couple of months. You know them views was going down. You know it. You know it. You know it. And Maino, why you fall for this, man? Why you fall for this? You lit the nigga up, B. You lit the nigga up. Yeah. Like Tone said, those people came for Akademiks. They in his ear now like Akademiks. You're not hot no more. These little stream niggas is coming up and they are passing you. And they're not even talking about niggas. And they're not even talking about niggas. We might put the money into them. Akademiks trying to get them views up. What'd he do? Attack a New York City podcast and you from Jersey, a New York nigga. What are we doing here? Your dick ride Little Durk and all of them niggas. Does he close that door? Did he close that door? You dick ride Little Durk and them niggas. You dick ride King Vaughn and all them niggas. You dick ride all those Chicago niggas. And you treat New York niggas like we wings? Make sure y'all go see Akademiks when y'all see him running around. Put that pressure on him, Maino. Jim, put that pressure on him, Jim. Put that pressure on him, Jim. And that's real. I don't condone violence at all. But when niggas talking tough and acting like this, I wouldn't even do nothing to him because he's gonna call the cops, man. If I'm Jim Jones and Maino and them, man, forget him, man. You know, let's listen to what he's saying. I didn't like it, Ak.
I gave these disclaimers and warnings because when I'm dealing with rookies on the podcast mics, I know when they can't out-joke you, out-wit you, out-logic you, out-talk you, they are going to start to try to bring you to what they're comfortable with, which is out-gangster you and try to bring you away from what we talking about.
Boo! Boo! See, now that's what he said. If they can't out-joke them, can't out-talk them, they got out-gangster them. But you're the one talking gangster talk. You're the one saying that all is about them. You're the one with the bass in the voice, my nigga. You're the one with the bass in the voice. Harry Streets was good, my boy.
From what we talking about. We started joking about headbands. Maino said, well, this ain't about that. You would understand the headband thing if you was a lame. Okay. Logically, I said, I bet. I got the well, if I love the narrative and I love when people try to say lame and not lames because there's an ideology that tough guys like Maino, tough guys, right? He's been like Geodude. Come on now. The tough guys like Maino, Jim Jones, they're the cool dudes. Come on, stop it. So this is why I brought up, y'all can't call someone lame if you had to stop doing the cool shit that you used to project and come do what the lame dudes are doing. Maino, you were on Angela Yee podcast as the side bitch. Let's be clear. You went from thugging to gossiping. That's why I popped my shit last night at you. I knew it was getting on your skin. I specialize in this. Because all that tough shit is reduced to trying to copy a format that I've always embraced. I call Wendy the queen of all this. So I don't care if a nigga say I'm gossiping. I've never ever said, no, I'm not. I don't care about an ego, and I'm self-deprecating. Who gives a fuck? But I got to bring y'all down to the same level that I'm at when y'all still get on these microphones when you're trying to do what I've been successful in doing. And you're trying to say, well, there's lame people and not lame people. Well, the lame dudes created this for the most part. And again, we're not talking just podcasts. We're talking about, when we talk about how digitally media happens now, I think I played a great part in it because you know what? You get the Dusty Dyke bitch over Joe Budden podcast. I don't even know who she is. She can't stop talking about me. They keep talking about the war in Chirac. Which, by the way, completely incorrect. The war in Chirac ain't won't pop me off, but, you know, the uneducated scammers like that will say that. And by the way, Shorty, please don't hop in a beef. If you ever want to squabble, let me. Oh, and people been saying you've been talking shit. But here's the thing, you're not relevant enough. You're filling out the Melissa Ford slot, Shorty. I know, and by the way, I went over to their Reddit to see the vibe. They want me to check you since Ice and Ish won't check you. You taking over the show, talking over people. Bitch, we don't want to hear the dyke bitch that's a white chick, come from Philly, nothing attractive, just saying a bunch of dumb shit, limited knowledge and limited vocabulary. We don't want her taking over the podcast, okay? Joe's too scared to kind of say something because you giving that masculine energy. So they're hoping, you come in and simmer her down that the cast could be a little bit more calibrated. I've done a lot of favors. I'll do this one later. She's just not that relevant. She's just not that relevant yet. So let's get back on Maino. So I was describing how the discourse went. Now, for the people who said, man, you kind of scared. It's not scared. It's that when I know I'm dealing with people who, when I give a joke about Fab, I'm not.
It's this simple, Akademiks. It's this simple. Even as far as me too, right? Me being on media, right? Akademiks, right? There's things I want to say too, but I know the repercussions. You running your mouth. That's just bottom line. Niggas that run their mouth know a real, see, that's the thing, academics. This is why they're saying you're a goofy. The difference is you could catch Shay outside, standing in Harlem, outside, late night, with the wolves. I know it's real. You don't know this because you're inside all day. So you think running your mouth on the internet that it can't get ugly. You're talking to niggas that get busy, my nigga. You talking to niggas that get busy, my nigga. And I'm not talking about them. They probably can't even fight. I don't know. Who knows? But them dudes is around them. And them niggas don't like what you're saying. You are bugging out there, academics. You can't take it back when they go to the streets. Now it's like, when they don't want to joke, they just want to take it to the streets. So if you know that, don't say nothing at all. Don't say anything at all. You want the views. You think a joke and all of this shit and all funny and all on your platform with thousands of little young YN goofies in there that want to hear this talk, you're providing that talk for them so you can get views. Okay, cool. Now you got to see what happens when these niggas see you.
We banter all the time. This is what podcasting, broadcasting is about. Anytime you get old, washed up gangster niggas in a genre, they can't joke. Or when they, you ever been somewhere where the gangster niggas start getting laughed at? All of a sudden his shirt is on. Yo, what's up? Let's fight. You're like, what the fuck? Yo, bro, I thought we were joking.
That's the thing, academics.
So
a real street nigga don't want to joke all day. A real street nigga don't want to joke all day. I ain't gonna lie, I like to joke too. I like to play. But there's some niggas I can say, okay, let me leave this nigga alone. He not playing today. Let me stop. Let me not irk the nigga today. You irking niggas at a bad time. Niggas is trying to get lit. They trying to get on the net, try to start their podcast. They trying to get some motion. And here you are talking about 50-year-old niggas with headbands on. Why you care, my nigga? You mad that fat face can't put a headband on. That's why you're mad. You can't put the headband on. You're mad. You want to put that headband on, my nigga? You want to put that Nike headband on like back in the days? Let me know. You want to get the mellow headband mellow? We want to give you headband academics? Is that why you mad? Because this is wild that you even at the audacity, now you got drama with niggas over a headband. Ask yourself that. Ask yourself, damn, I got smoke with niggas over me just commenting when a nigga wanted to put a headband on. That's wild. That's why I don't talk that type of shit. I don't want this smoke over headbands. I will never joke on a nigga outfit on the internet unless they wearing something tight, zesty, and I don't even want to interview you or talk to you at that point because you're zesty. If you got on spandex, I don't want to interview niggas with spandex on. No. So I will say something. But when niggas got on a headband, it's not that serious, and I wore a head. Look, my niggas. This is in 99 in the Vibe magazine. I got a headband on. The fuck is this nigga talking about? There's nothing wrong with the headband. We watched Soulja Boy. He had the Gucci headband on with the goggles. What are we talking about? But you said he was flea, right? Soulja Boy was flea that day, right? Let's see something. Let's see something. Little Durk with headband. Let's see if he talked about Durk, if a picture pops up with Lil Durk with a headband on. Come on, my nigga. Come on, my nigga. Come on, my nigga. Lil Durk is wearing the headband. Come on, my nigga. What's wrong with this nigga? You just wanted to make jokes, dogs. You were mad that this is what it is. You don't want them niggas in the lane. Just say it. You don't want the rap niggas on the mics. Pause. You don't. You don't want Fab, Jim, Jadakiss, Fat Joe, none of these niggas in the game. You You don't want them in the game, bro. And honestly, to be honest with you, me as a YouTuber, I kind of don't neither. But it ain't my choice. It ain't for me to get on here and be saying dissing them and trying to draw up smoke and make people thinking they clowns when they not. No, I understand where you're coming from, Akademiks. This is why we all got on here, to create our own lanes. Yes, we know they are in the way. But I'm not going to sit there and I'm not going to bash them and say they look goofy on the platforms. I actually sit there. The only thing I turn to if I do see it on YouTube, to be honest with you, and this sounds crazy, because they're not really saying nothing like that. Let me see what these niggas got on today. Because them niggas be free. You hating. Them niggas be fresh, man. That's a mad nigga, man. I just want to see what Akademiks looks like at 50 years old, man. I want to see what Akademiks looks like at 50. Because right now, Akademiks is like 32, 33, and the nigga look 45. You 45 in the face ass nigga, that's why you mad, man.
I knew this was going to come before. Anyway. I knew I dropped I dropped 81. I dropped 63 yesterday. I dropped 63. It was an easy one, okay? Dropped 63. I'm like, all right, that boy is done. Let's get him back to doing whatever they doing. The pod boys, the lobby boys, whatever y'all want to call it. Y'all are still good. It's just a little joke. It is what it is. You know, cool. This is when I realized I got under Maino's skin. Geodude came out in full force. Now, I want to point this out. Maino, and this is why, you know, I got to describe what's happening. Maino, I'm not bantering with you for free. I'm streaming on like 6 platforms. This is all the way fully monetized. When I drop 30 or actually 6.
Yo, shout out to Mr. I think it says McGray. He says, nah. He said, act Bill well. He need a diet and salad, bro. That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. See, bro, that's what I'm trying to say. You can't talk if you don't have everything right what's going on with you. I know for a fact, Akademiks, if you don't have the Rari and the mansion and throwing money in these chicks' face, you not bagging no bitches, man. I know this. I already know this. I already know this. At least I could say, if you take away everything from them, a New York nigga that's outside gonna have way more talk and way more conversation and swag with a female than Akademiks. I give any nigga in that building that's in that podcast without no hit record, regular niggas is fucking more bitches than Akademiks.
SHEABABYTV.
You can't tell me Dave East is not gonna be, without rapping in the movies, he's not piping more chicks than DJ Akademiks, man. Stop! Stop! That's what I mean. You're hating. You are joking with niggas that get way more pussy than you act. Stop! And we know this is what this is all about. You're in the game for the bitches. We saw Shorty put the cake in your face. Shorty, that will never happen to me, my nigga, on live. No bitch will play with me like that and put no cake in my face like that. You are a goofy, my nigga. And that's real. I can't believe you are having arguments with niggas like this, man. To me, this is like Marv Alberts arguing with Kobe Bryant when he retired. Or LeBron James and Iverson and them. Marv Alberts, a nigga that never touched the court. Just a nigga that said, the shot clock is winding down. 5. That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about Marv Alberts arguing with Kobe Bryant on the podcast about why he missed the shot in the last 3 seconds of the game. That's the comparison we're talking about here. You can't argue with niggas that niggas done dress like. All these niggas in that room, there's niggas that wake up in the morning and want to be these niggas, my nigga. Nobody wakes up in the morning and say, I'm going to get my academics together. Nobody says that. Nobody gets their academics on. Nobody gets their academics on. Now, I can easily say every nigga in that room, right? I done got dressed, felt good about myself, got in the car, and put on one of their records and was going on with my night, my days. Drive to where I'm going, look to my left, see a nigga standing next to me that looks like Fab. See a nigga standing to my right that looks like Jim Jones. See a nigga looking right in front of me in Harlem that looks like Dave East. I've never seen a nigga look like Akademiks in these streets. Like, oh shit, that nigga got the academic swag. Right, Joe? Have you ever seen a nigga with an academic swag? That's what I'm saying. Please, let me know if any day in your life, whoever watched this show on the playback, have you ever woke up in the morning and said, I'm going to get my academics on? Like Tone said, when you go to Buffalo Wild Wings, that's the only way you have an academic swag. That's what I mean, bro. That nigga is arguing with niggas who literally done this before. Who literally, why do you think okay, academics. You gotta ask yourself this too. Why do you think they're getting all the monies and all everything? These niggas already have fans, bro. We know they're not a better podcaster and put together things better than a lot of niggas on this internet. We know this. But one thing they do have is fans. And that's real. Can't take that from them, man. And you can't take from them that them niggas was fashion icons. Yeah, one day they might get on a show and look stupid. All right, fine. But that don't mean them niggas is not flea. That means that outfit wasn't it that day. But best believe, you go on their page, the next day, they probably got some sneakers you never seen before. Stop hating. Because I know you dress like the rapper, my nigga. I know you dress like the rapper. Just like all these niggas, right? This is the funny thing, right? The niggas that y'all love so much on this internet, on these podcasts, the niggas that I'm in competition for, right? With, right? These are the niggas that y'all make famous out here. I'm not talking to y'all in the chat. I'm talking about the people who ride in these niggas' platforms, right? Check it out, right? All of these niggas talk bad about the rappers, right? But when they see them, they take pictures with them, right? When they see them, they look just like them, dressing-wise. They go get on these YouTube, make money, and go buy jewelry. I see niggas sitting on their YouTubes with bracelets on, chains on. These niggas look like they spit bars before. What are we doing here, my niggas? What are we doing here? I know what this YouTube shit is for a lot of y'all niggas. Y'all niggas can never be stars, and this is the only way you can. This is why I said that I want away from a lot of these niggas, man. Because I know these niggas are only trying to bash niggas to go up here. There's no other way for them to get on. They are useless to the game. They are useless to the game. Now, Akademiks, let's talk about what you started. You put the battery in all them Chicago niggas to get murdered and all that over there. You was giving them names, the Green Reaper, you know, all of these niggas. You was putting the battery in these niggas' back so they go up and kill each other. So if people respect and like your platform for blowing up Little Durk and them, they're assholes. Because you are no different. They should have locked your ass up too. And then we want to see how gangster you really is. And Booty get your ass in that room and he said, I like it, I'ma take it. And Booty get your ass in that room, we gonna see how tough you really talking. Shit, baby. Yeah, we off this, man. I don't even want to talk about this dude no more, man. I'm going to see Maino tonight, man. Shout out to Maino, man. Keep putting that pressure on, man. Keep putting that pressure on him, man. This is what we on now, man. We on him. hour because I got a long day today. I got interviews tonight. I gotta go to the city. I got a Christmas party to go to. I'm gonna be with the Queen of Harlem tonight. Yo, Change Getter, you spend a lot of money today, my boy. Appreciate you again, man. Appreciate you, 100%, my dude. But look, today I gotta go to a Christmas party with the Queen. That's on downtown somewhere in some big office building. So I gotta go down there and mingle with them for a little while. Then I got an interview at 7 o'clock in the city. So I'm gonna be in the city from about 4 o'clock to 7. Maybe I'll go live on the way down, little smoke ride with my man PM, and we'll go live. Because I know y'all like PM. The other day y'all was talking to him. So I'll bring him on maybe tomorrow. I mean later today when I go out. You know what I mean? But
baby.
Now, this is the last thing before we get out of here. 50 Cent Marlon Wayans is taking off to the roof. I can't lie, this is good smoke. Now, like I said, I only report the smoke. I'm not here to talk bad about Marlon Wayans, not here to talk bad about 50. A lot of people are not liking what 50 did towards Diddy, but those are the people in the comments. You know, I always said I didn't mind what he did because I always felt like, you know, once you play around with something that's close to a nigga like that, you know, Diddy did the baby mother nasty. We know deep down inside this is what this is all about, but it's okay. It's good smoke. So let's start with Marlon Wayans, and then we're going to move into 50. Marlon Wayans went crazy on him.
All right, so I'm going to make it abundantly clear. I'm not here defending Diddy. I am here because I got dragged into this because somebody asked me a question and I had an opinion. Nobody's wrong for giving an opinion about any subject, period. I'm not here defending Diddy. Don't let the narrative fool you or get to you. Once again, somebody's creating narratives. This is my point. So please look at the whole clip that I did and then look what happens with the narrative. And that's what I'm telling you. Y'all people don't be sheep. Use your brain, use your freedom of thought, freedom of speech, and don't ever let nobody bully you. Never. Don't let nobody bully you. You got me? Love. Now back to trolling this troll.
Never let nobody bully you. Oh, this is getting crazy, these two, man. All right, let's get into it, man. Why not, right? Let's see where we at with it.
All right, so, man, it's been a while since I've been on YouTube. I ain't gonna lie, it's been like 3 weeks. I'm like, mic check, is this thing working? But we back at it now, and today I want to talk about this whole 50 Cent Diddy Marlon Wayans situation, right? If you don't know, 50 Cent dropped a new documentary on Netflix about Diddy. It's called The Reckoning, and it's had the internet on fire. In this documentary, they talk about the allegations, old rumors about Diddy, and the whole situation with did Diddy put a hit on Tupac. Basically, it covers everything that people have been whispering about for years. It's just packaged into this 4-part series that Netflix put out. And now Marlon Wayans has stepped in to give his take on this situation. And honestly, it's one of the funniest attempts at being neutral that I've seen in a while, because on one hand, Marlon is saying, look, 50 and Puff, they got old beef. You can't trust this documentary. But on the other hand, when he talks about being at Diddy parties, because he has self-admittedly been an attendee of these Diddy parties in the past, when he talks about him being there, the math kind of stops mathing, right? Because like I said, on one hand, he's saying, look, Puff and 50 got beef, you can't trust them. And on the other hand, he's saying, but when I was at the Diddy parties, it was weird and I had to catch myself leaving early. But before we get to that, let me play this first clip of Marlon basically saying he doesn't trust the documentary because the documentary can manipulate the narrative about Diddy, and that 50 Cent has a good reason to try to manipulate the narrative, right? Y'all watch this.
We ain't baby all close.
Nah, you stupid.
But yo, look, Puff is
Nah. You working with
I've known
Pac?
Puff for 30 years.
You saw Big before he passed?
Yeah.
Bro, so you're close. And Jack, what were you saying?
In the documentary, there was insinuations of, you know, that Diddy possibly had something to do with both Tupac and Biggie. And, you know.
Who's telling the story, right? You can skew
people very close to the situation.
But you can create any narrative as a producer and as a director and as a storyteller. I can create a narrative. I could be like, you know what?
You have.
I could create a narrative.
Well, we see it all the time on reality shows.
Reality
shows.
Yeah,
That's how
you're
you write a
narrative.
character.
It doesn't mean it's true. I can get interviews. I can do this. I can get footage. And I could make you think this about that person.
Nah, for sure, yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So for me, you know, I think, look, 50 and Puff have a long-term beef. It's personal. It's between.
People are saying 50's wrong for doing it, but 50's right for doing it. It's divided.
It's between him and Puff. And before it's between him and Puff, it's between both of them and God. Just the way Puff is down on his luck and 50's kicking a man when he's down.
God is going
If 50 ever luck turn up on 50, you know, that you got to be careful what you put out. There's a karma to every action that you do.
Okay, so Marlon basically just said that documentaries can make you believe anything that they want you to believe because they have the creative ability to control the narrative. And look, he's not wrong. Editing is powerful. You could take real footage and build whatever story you want out of it. That's why every reality show feels intense and drama-filled because they're able to edit it in a way to make it feel that way. Now, I like Marlon Wayans, right? Always been a fan of him. Grew up watching him and his brother's TV show. But I do gotta say that I feel like Marlon is really only looking at this with a half perspective, right? Because there's a part that he left out of this conversation, right? And that is that these allegations about Diddy, they didn't start with 50 Cent. These rumors have been around longer than some of y'all watching this video have been alive. 50 didn't invent this narrative or these rumors. He's just basically been the first person bold enough to package it up for a Netflix series. Saying that you can't trust the documentary completely because 50 is involved with it kind of feels half-hearted because, like I said, there really was no new information in this docuseries. These are rumors and allegations that have been around for decades. But, I mean, the part that Marlon is right about is that 50 and Diddy do have a real history. They got decades of jabs, trolling. They do not like each other. So, yeah, when people see 50's name attached to it, they automatically expect his bias to be inserted in it. Now, when this series came out, Diddy's attorneys actually did send over a cease and desist letter to Netflix because Netflix, again, is who put this out. Apparently, they obtained this footage because Diddy was working on a documentary where I guess he was going to try to paint himself in a different light before he was indicted. Eventually, he got indicted, went to jail, and then this footage somehow got sold off to Netflix. And Netflix has issued a statement about 50 Cent's involvement in this, basically, right? We got this article from Complex. It's titled Netflix Response to Diddy Cease and Desist over docuseries, saying no one was paid to participate, right? And in here, they kind of try to dispel the rumor that 50 Cent's bias towards Diddy helped control the narrative of the docuseries at all, right? And so Netflix said the claims being made about Sean Combs' The Reckoning are false. The project has no ties to any past conversations between Sean Combs and Netflix. The footage of Combs leading up to his indictment and arrest were legally obtained. This is not a hit piece or an act of retribution. Curtis Jackson is an executive producer but does not have creative control and no one was paid to participate, right? And that is a direct response to the cease and desist that they got, which apparently said that this 4-part docuseries was a hit piece. It said that Ted Sarandos, I guess that's how you say this name, Netflix's co-CEO, got a mention in the cease and desist letter, with Diddy's team alleging that he had unsuccessfully pitched the documentary idea about Diddy in 2023 to his team. They said thus the choice of 50 Cent to produce the program was Netflix's vindictive response to that rejection, an attempt by Netflix and Mr. Sarandos to ensure a one-sided character assassination rather than a balanced and accurate portrayal. Right? That's what the cease and desist said. So they responded, Netflix responded saying that, you know, this wasn't their attempt at retribution for him declining their offer for a documentary. They said that, you know, 50 Cent didn't have creative control, so his input didn't really tip the scales on how this documentary was going to go. And they say that it's not a hit piece. It goes on, it says, many of the people featured have long-standing personal grievances, financial motives, or credibility issues that have been documented for years. That's what Diddy's team said. It said several of these stories have already been addressed in court filings and others were never raised in any legal form because because they're simply not true. And I think they're talking about the whole did Diddy put a hit on Tupac thing right here. It says the project was built around a one-sided narrative led by a publicly admitted adversary, and it repeats allegations without context, evidence, or verification, right? So Netflix has basically said 50 Cent's involvement in this had nothing to do with the outcome of the docuseries. We basically just used him as a face for this product to promote it. That's if you believe what Netflix says. Now, I read all of that to say that I feel where Marlon Wayans is coming from in his clip that we watched at the beginning of this video, saying that you can't trust the narrative because 50 Cent was involved, despite Netflix saying that 50 didn't shape the narrative at all. But here's where I kind of find what Marlon said to be damn near contradictory, right? Because on one hand, he says you can't trust the documentary, but on the other hand, he's done interviews where he himself has said that he went to Diddy parties, and when he was there, things would get weird, so he would always leave early. And the way that I see that is, if you felt like the situations were weird and you needed to leave early, how come you don't believe what's in the documentary? Right? If what I'm saying makes sense. Because you can't say none of it's true, but then on the other hand say, but it might be because when I went to the Diddy parties, I always left early.
What's going on at these Hollywood parties? I left early. I've been to plenty Diddy parties. I left early.
Like, bro, if the energy is so normal and innocent at these parties, then why are you leaving before the appetizers come out? That's like visiting an amusement park and being like, no, I know for a fact 100% every ride in this park is perfectly safe, but I refuse to get on any of them for safety reasons, right? And so this is really the part where Marlon's neutrality starts folding in on itself, because whether he wants to admit it or not, he's confirming that something about these parties, the vibe at these parties isn't normal. And just like 50 Cent has had a problem with Diddy and has been calling Diddy out for years, Marlon has been basically trying to defend Diddy for years, right? In another interview that I found, he talks about Diddy and basically says that Diddy is the most boring person at his own parties. Basically saying that, you know, if anybody was being wild at these parties, it wasn't Diddy, right? Y'all check it out.
Party with everybody. And what they show y'all, you know, they boring in real life. A lot of these people you think are so much fun, they boring as hell. Like, yeah, we have the party in there. You know the most boring at a Diddy party is? Diddy. That's not what the lawsuits say.
Nah.
Well, he boring. He just sit there in his zone, and you know it ain't what people think it is.
So it's not like Marlon is like, you know, Diddy is innocent, but he has tried in the past to basically say that the parties ain't where everybody have made them out to seem like they are, right? So when this documentary drops, I'm not really surprised at all to see Marlon Wayans come out and say, I feel like the documentary might be a bit hyper sensationalized. It's probably got some 50 Cent bias on it. Of course it probably does. Just like with Marlon, there is some bias for why he is trying to say that you shouldn't believe what people say about Diddy because he's friends with Diddy. He goes to these parties. He's biased in that aspect of he needs it not to be true because he's been there. I'm not saying Marlon has done anything at these parties. You know, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that he has a bias just like 50 Cent has a bias. You know, right now, Diddy is in the worst moment in his life. He's sitting in prison. He's been the center of countless allegations, lawsuits, raids. His name has been trending for, you know, a couple of years now, every other day. 50 Cent is on the complete opposite end of that. He's free. He's trolling, producing, making victory laps. And Netflix, it's clear that them folks just wanted to make some money from the situation. But I feel like Marlon is kind of walking the finest line imaginable, right? Close enough to Puff to feel loyal, but far enough away to avoid catching strays. When he's talking, I feel like he's choosing every word about this topic very carefully because he knows that if he goes about this the wrong way, it can blow back on him big time. But that's what we got. That's my thoughts on it. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this in the comments down below. All
right, so what y'all think, man? I mean, personally, you know, 50's been 50 the whole time. That's why I said 50 never changed. You should just know when when it gets down to going at 50, he's not gonna stop. He ain't feeling Diddy at all. At all. Now, Marlon Wayans did say he was at these parties. He did say this. So it's kind of hard for you to come back now off all of this, Marlon. You was at the parties. You know about the pink cocaine juice. Cut it out. You know about the different flavors. They said Diddy had a whole refrigerator. You heard what Fox said. Diddy had a whole refrigerator full of stuff, man. SHEABABY. That's a fact. All right, y'all. Good show today. Another good one. YouTube, finally. You're not hating on me, man. Let me in these algorithms, man. That's a fact. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Friday. Tomorrow, platform work will be on tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. We will interview an artist. I'm going to go get one tonight at the venue that I'm doing. I'll get one of those artists for tomorrow night. I'll have the flyers out tomorrow or late night tonight letting you know who we're going to interview. Maybe Sirius Jones tomorrow, but I'm saving Sirius Jones to bring him to the platform work in the sneaker store. I'm starting those interviews back up again in January. I was going to do it before Christmas. I was going to try to get a Christmas one off. But be honest with you, I'm real busy before Christmas. Got a lot of people to take care of. I got to get gifts. I got a lot of shit I got to do. So I got to move around. I got to go get some work done so I can get some money. Yeah. Right. I'll see y'all later. Don't forget. Getting them reels, getting them comments. Michelle, good seeing you. Missed you. We always ask where you been. All right? I'll see you guys tomorrow on platform work. And we're back on for Freaky Fridays. All right? I'll see y'all later. Brian, my man, good looks. Terrence, you the man. Welcome to the family, my boy. I'll see y'all later. Later, y'all.
Room for morality. No games. And foreign affairs.
Yo, Shay, we about to wake these niggas up, man. They sleeping. We about to put them on. And if they ain't ready, they better get ready. Yeah, stirring up the pot, crazy. Stir it up. Tuned in to Shay, baby. Tune in. Twisting up the Zog Right up. Got me going Zog crazy. Hip hop news, no cap. So don't try and bait. No cap. Trying to get your reels up. Then you know you gotta pay. This ain't your average, bro. Nah. Hating, then you mad at us. Haters. Niche if they hating, send these haters back to Africa. This is where the shit stops. When I hit my bro Fox. What up, Don Coop, Charles, Pat, Brian. Make the show rock. Whole team. And we talking hip hop. Talk, baby, love, salute, baby. Salute, baby. Marcy, the whole chat room. Drop a comment, paste it. Started from the bottom basement. Headed to the top fast. Tune in and share your thoughts. Talking about it, talk stats. SHEABABYTV, hottest on the net. Let's talk facts. Anything above that. Clout chasing, fall back. Merch about to drop soon. Pre-order yours now. They can never lock us out. Kicking all the doors down. We coming through. SHEABABYTV, the hottest TV on the airwaves. Lock in. Talking about it. Salute to the whole team. Marcy, Baby Love, Niche, Don Coop, Pat, Brian, No Cap Fox. What it do, y'all? We coming through, y'all. SHEABABYTV.
SHEABABY.